That's the reason all the pointers that I am using, they are of size 8 bytes. Agreed on this fact? Now the integer size is 4 bytes in this particular machine. Character size is of 1 byte, and if you want me, I can show you what is the size of float. If you have a 32-bit operating system running on your machine at home, you can take the same code, run this code over there, and you will get different values of size of. Okay, so please remember the fact, whatever you will be running in, character pointer, integer pointer, float pointer, कोई भी data type वाला pointer आप लोगे या double pointer यानी pointer to pointer, all are going to have the same size because the fact that they are going to store address. Okay, it may be 4 bytes on the machines which are 32-bit architecture. If you are running it on the bare machine, I am saying, if you are running it on Turbo C3 editor, you will get to see that pointers are of 2 bytes because it generally uses 16-bit model to compile the code. Okay, so please understand the fact there are different architectures for which you can compile your C code to. You can compile it for 64-bit, compile it for 32-bit, compile it for 16-bit, 8-bit nowadays it's rarely there, 16-bit is also rarely there, 32, 64 still are there. Many of the machines have now the 64-bit architecture, but they do away with the 32-bit architecture as well. You can run the 32-bit wala applications on 64-bit machine, but vice versa is not possible. You can't have a 64-bit के लिए डिज़ाइन किया हुआ प्रोग्राम यूज्ड इन 32-bit because there the sizes of or the memory addresses are shorter in range. Okay, so ये पर्टिकुलर लाइन 12 नंबर का लाइन प्रिंट करने का ज़रूरत क्या था? जस्ट टू वेरीफाई वन सिंगल फैक्ट दैट कोई भी डेटा टाइप वाला पॉइंटर ले लो, वो एक ही चीज़ स्टोर करता है, वो होता है मेमोरी एड्रेस. एंड फॉर स्टोरिंग अ मेमोरी एड्रेस यू रिक्वायर, जितना बड़ा मेमोरी को मैं एड्रेस कर सकता हूँ उतना साइज का वेरिएबल. ओके, सो दैट इज द फैक्ट दैट वी हैव वेरीफाइड. एंड वी हैव आल्सो वेरीफाइड दैट ऑन डिफरेंट मशीन्स you will have different sizes of your even the basic data types like integer, character, float, etc. So without any due such float मैंने declare नहीं किया था, f use किया है कहीं पे नहीं है. Okay, fine. So I declare a variable f, I add printing of that as well. So size of f, and that size %ld से print होगा, and I need to add a size of at the end with f as its parameter. So what is size of? Is size of a function? Anybody who knows what is size of? Is size of a function? This is the question. So I've done a modification till the point I finished the modification. So I've added size of f. F is a float. So yeah. So size of float is surprisingly 4 bytes, which is equivalent to my integer size. The only difference between now the float and the integer would be not that of the size but that of the precision. Okay, so what if I use long, is it called as double? I'll use double, right, double, double, and same program I have now used instead of float, I have declared f as a double, and I will execute it just to show you that the size is double the float size. Okay, so on this particular machine on which I am running or compiling this particular code, the GCC is considering size of integer as 4 byte, size of float as 4 byte. The only difference between integer and float is storing fractional numbers, integer is storing integral numbers. I am using unsigned values. So all these things we are just revising from the first day. Now going back to the rest of the output. इतना output तो मैंने समझा दिया आपको. line number 12 समझाया है, sorry 13 समझाया because I added one line above. Now we'll go and learn what is there in line number 14. Line number 14 I am printing first the variable b, which will print the value of b, which is f. So this, okay, we had this conflicting, but this is f which it is printing क्योंकि b का value f है. And then so I will actually use some other letter here. so that there is no confusion. Z is also I'm using, T I'll use. Should not be a confusion, because there somebody just peeping into what is happening in the lecture comes and sees that F, he will get confused. So I'm printing value of B, which is T, okay, which I updated here. Then D kya hai? D is a pointer pointing to B using the line number 11. D equals to ampersand of ampersand B, that is I am getting address of B, storing it in D. तो मैं जब D को print करता हूँ यहाँ पे line number 14 में, okay, so I'm using this D and I'm printing this D, then it prints OX some very big number and BBB, okay, and the value stored in D is T. So that is how I access the content of D, okay, star D, which is called as dereferencing operator. Similar will be the case with star C. Content of the value pointed to by C is 10. A is having that value, okay. Now ये particular line फिर से देख लो, line number 15. I told you that we are line number 16 now. We are not going to look at that line right now. तो ये वाला line है. So what I am printing is, I am printing here value of A, E, star E and star star E. So ये थोड़ा carefully देखो, क्योंकि ये शायद चीज़ आपने देखा होगा या नहीं मुझे पता नहीं. The faculty member who is teaching you might not have shown you this. A is the variable, E is pointing to the pointer that points to A, right? C is the pointer that points to A, and E is pointing to C. That is, E has the address of C, C has the address of A, and E is a double pointer, so E will have the address value of A accessible to it, okay. That is what we are trying to do over here. So A is 10, E को जब मैं print करता हूँ %p से, it has this address BC0, okay. Pointer E pointing to is BBC, okay. This is nothing but the address of A, okay. So pointer E is pointing to, so I am printing star E. So whenever I print star E, so whenever I print E, that is address of C, okay. Whenever I print star E, that is the address, that is the value of C, and whenever I print star star E, that's the value that C points to. C points to A. That is how I have accessed A, okay. I'll just repeat what I said. So we are making available the value of A to E by doing what? By getting the address of the pointer which points to C, points to A. Now I just show you how can I modify value of A, okay. So E has the value of A, and you know how to access that value. This is how I can access the value. Star star E will get me the value of A. Now if I actually increment the value of A, this is not actually needed, but in order that you understand I am doing it. So what is this expression doing? This expression is increasing value of A by 1 and storing it back in A. Yes, प्लस प्लस ऑपरेटर क्या करता है, जो भी वेरिएबल को आप प्लस प्लस करोगे वो पर्टिकुलर वेरिएबल का जो भी वैल्यू से x रहेगा उसको 1 से बढ़ाएगा और वो वेरिएबल में सेम नया वाला वैल्यू सेव करेगा. दिस इज व्हाट प्लस प्लस ऑपरेटर डज. आई गेस एवरीबडी नोज दैट ऑपरेटर. नाउ वील सी इट इन एक्शन. वी नो दैट currently it was printing as A is equal to 10. I am talking about the output line number 1, 2, 3 and 4. Now in the line number 4 of the output I should get a different output, and we will just verify that fact. So line number 4 of the output we are getting 11. How we did that? We actually accessed value of A using star star E, because it's a double pointer which points to a pointer that points to A, and then I incremented the value. So it's not difficult to understand, it just you need to apply a bit of concepts properly. That's all what you need. Another way of incrementing A could be accessing content of C like star C, because it's normal pointer, and doing plus plus. So now instead of doing plus plus I will do plus equals to 2 in order that my output will differ. So I'll give this So I've done some modifications in the code. So every time I do modifications in the code, I have to always go and so I did not clear नहीं करना था मैं clear किया sorry. First now see A is 12. How did I access A? Now I accessed A through C. ओके यानी इसका मतलब क्या हुआ पॉइंटर के वजह से मुझे वो वेरिएबल एक्सेस करने के लिए अलग तरीका मिला है सो विदाउट एक्चुअली प्रोग्रामर एक्सेसिंग ए नाउ कैन मॉडिफाई वैल्यू कंटेंट इन ए ओके एंड दैट इज what people call as some sort of a security concern when they refer to or use pointer, but some of the other guys on the other hand say it's a powerful technique that gives you a power to change content of some memory location directly. Okay, so both are right in their own ways, and that is why many of the programming languages nowadays do not give you direct access to the pointers which point to memory addresses directly and manipulate memory addresses. Okay, now another thing that I want to do is I want to actually ये पता करना 18th वाला line हमारा रह गया discuss करना, so we'll discuss that line and then further thing we will do some more things we will do with the pointers. Now what is the 18th line? Okay, this is not going to happen. So line number 18 is we are printing fn. We know what is fn. Fn is, where is fn? Fn is here. So fn is a character pointer. We are printing it using format specifier %s. So I am printing %s fn and it prints me abs. Then we are printing %p and address of fn. Okay, this will print me OX7FFF sum 608. Okay, so it prints the address of fn. Okay, this is address of fn, by the way, that is the base address of the array that fn is created. So that is the address of the value a जो value है उसका address है. So if I print star fn, I had not done that. I'll just do %c because I know that it is a character it will be having in. So let's check what happens. So what change I did, I added star fn. We know that it's a character pointer which is actually storing a string, by the way, because we have initialized it as a string. Okay, but here while printing we are printing just %c. Let's see whether my compiler cribs. I mean, if you feel that compiler will crib, compiler does not crib. He likes my idea of accessing a character rather than accessing the entire string. Okay, so pointer 1, I execute it and you will see a out of this abs getting printed. Okay, now we'll do one more fun thing. I will do this star fn plus 1. So fn जो था वो मेरा pointer था. So मैं जब fn लिखता हूँ, so I'll be accessing the address that is stored in fn. I'll be increasing that address by 1 and then printing the content at that particular address. So naturally that would be b. That would be b. But we will check whether that gets printed. No, it prints a. Have I saved it? No, I have not saved the program. So please understand, before compiling you must save your programs, otherwise आपका भी पोपट हो जाएगा जैसा मेरा अभी हुआ. Yes, we are getting a B here, right? So that is exactly I wanted you to understand. This is B. Pardon me for that music because I'm at home and people around me actually do not study at this hour. Okay. So now going back to the discussion, what if I do something like fn plus 3? Okay, I know if the fn I printed a, star fn I printed a, fn plus 1 I printed b, fn plus 2 will definitely be s. There is no fun in doing that. So I have did fn plus 3 and we'll just see what happens and what gets printed basically. So just see what gets printed. Did it print anything? So यहाँ पे b print हुआ था. And please note that these addresses are changing as I re-execute